Right, now I'm gonna highlight one of the big problems about this game. Cheating bastard AI. Now normally it's actually not that big of a problem on this game, but there are certain what I would like to call roadblocks in this game that can completely hamper your enjoyment of this really enjoyable Yu-Gi-Oh title. The earliest roadblock I would like to call it is this next guy. This next guy! Ah shit, it's Villager 2! Okay, you may just be thinking I'm playing this up, so to speak, but you really need to understand something before I continue on with this review. And that's how you progress through the storyline and how you collect cards in this game. You see, you can save and load your progress at will, and when you defeat an opponent in story mode, you get to play with them in free duel. And you have to do this to progress through the game, because you won't have enough cards to defeat the much more tougher people if you just run through the entire game expecting to win every fight. It doesn't work like that. You'll notice that I've saved it just after defeating Evil Villager 2 and Villager 3. Getting those two characters, in fact the first three ancient villagers, is a real pain in the ass. For reasons which I'm actually going to go into right now. And let me tell you, it is actually important to get all these characters, because each character has a different chance of giving you different cards, so you really do need to obtain all the people. And oh yeah, just let me point this out, if you lose this guy in story mode, it's game over, so basically you'll have to redo all the progress that you did all over again. This doesn't seem so bad at first, but trust me, after like the third or fourth time of trying to defeat this guy, you'll be tearing your own hair out, unless you remember to stop by the card shop first and save. But most people rarely ever do that, unless they've played the game numerous times like I have. Anyway, back to why sometimes the AI screws you over. They just seem to get all the cards that they want. I mean, this guy right here, he's been known to basically draw out 2 or 3 cards and combine them all at the same fucking time. You go, well, just get better at the game, combine cards yourself. Well yeah, that's all well and good, but this is at the very beginning of the game. You can't save, you can't train your guy up, which means, like, you know, if you start off with a really crap deck of cards, and by the way, your deck in this is random, it's not predetermined, then you're fucked. I actually started off some of these like fights. You'll see I played this guy 3 fucking times, right? The first 2 times I did, like, I think the first deck I had like 1 or 2 cards that had over, what, quadruple figures in attack power. The second time I had none. No full figure attack powered cards whatsoever. And to beat this guy you need cards at least doing over 1,000 damage. What kind of bullshit is that? And yes, okay, there are guides and you can learn how to, like, you know, combine which creatures combine with what to create ultra powerful characters, but that's not the point. You try looking through an FAQ while you're playing this. Oh, what does this creature combine with? Oh, let me check down his massive list of monsters which you can combine him with. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to fucking read a massive text document just to play the fucking game properly. Okay, eventually you'll learn, like, you know, how to combine people and stuff and which creatures are your favourite and all that, but that's not the point. This is at the beginning of the fucking game. So yeah, you're basically gonna get fucking steamrolled by this guy. He's completely fucking crushing me. And I have nothing I can fight him back with. I'm desperately trying to combine random fucking creatures together in the hope that, you know, I'll be able to take this fucker out. The only way I could possibly win this now is if I get a black hole, which isn't happening because it's like, what, a 1 in 40 chance of getting it because I've only got 1 of those cards? So So yeah, okay, here's my second fight with Villager 2, and this video will show you exactly what I mean about how the computer can just randomly pull out all the cards that it wants, basically from out of its ass. And remember, this guy's actually one of the first guys you fight in the game. Okay, yes, you can skip him, but it means you don't unlock him, which means you won't be able to unlock all the cards that he can give you, which is fucking bullshit. Because if you want to get him later on, it means you're either going to have to start a new save file or completely delete your old save and restart all over. And that's my problem. You can just tell that this was Konami's first major console attempt, because it's got some kind of rookie design flaws, if you would like to call it that. You know, there are things they could have just ironed out slightly, and you know, this game would have been fucking perfect, but it's just been blighted by like these tiny little niggles that kind of annoy me. And again, I don't think this is actually a bad game. This is actually one of my more preferred collectible card games on any system. It's just, you know, this really does need to be pointed out for the sake of the review and for, you know, fairness, because after all I can harp on about all the great things, but if there's some really bone-jarringly bad points, I've got to point them out to you. Okay, so enough about that. Let me comment on this match. This deck is probably the worst one that I've had in some time. It's still all about the initial, like, you know, over quadruple figure cards. It's also about knowing what cards go with what, and they're all under 1,000 points, and I don't know any of the combinations, so I'm gonna lose. And look what this guy's fucking drawn out. 2 cards with over 1,500 attack points, and he's also got a third card in reserve. I now managed to completely, like, you know, this is one of the combinations I actually fucking remember, so now I've actually got a slight chance of beating this guy. Come on, bring it on, motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your ass. BAM! Yeah, that's right. Eat my metal dragon, bitch. Now, watch this. He just gets 3 cards that he fucking needs. Look, he's merged my card, and now he has a fucking bone dragon. I'm fucked. He's got a card that's over 2,000 damage. There is no way I'm beating this guy. What the fuck? Seriously, he's got 2 cards that are 1,500 and 1 card that's over 2,000, and this is one of the first guys you fight in the fucking game. Oh my god, guys, seriously. Okay, so I decided to press on with the actual storyline, you know, for the sake of a review. And I realised that while most new people would actually get stuck on Villager 2, if you've been about the block for a bit, you'll know how to deal with him. The main thing you can do with him is basically you can progress through the storyline and challenge him later on after you beat this twat here. So after you beat him, you know, you get to challenge all the villagers again, right? Well, not exactly. The thing is, this game likes to throw out fucking rookie traps, so basically you try to challenge that old guy from earlier. No, you can't do it. So unless you actually remember to challenge this guy the first time round, and if you're playing this game for the first time, you won't, basically you won't be able to fucking unlock the guy. Complete and utter bullshit.